Connor, thank you for joining me. Looking back on Tuesday night's Virtue Trophy fixture, what are the main positives you can take from the performance?
It's just good to get minutes. Good to get minutes into lads that haven't played as much recently, and everyone come through unscathed. So that's genuinely the most positive thing. It's always nice to obviously get that additional bonus point with the penalties, but yeah, just good to get minutes into lads that needed it. Fought a few decent performances within it. It's always tough, to be fair to Brighton. They're a good side, young, obviously energetic, technically good. Everything we expect in a 21s team that would come in that competition. So just that's the positive, really. As I said, no one come through injured, so that's the main bit. Clean bill of health from the game.
As you say, a chance for rotation. A couple of youngsters on the bench, Jack Blower and Rohat Machar. What was behind that? What was the reason putting them on the bench?
Listen, their application's been great. It's always tough when you're kind of in that in betweeny bit. They're looking for loans, or they're obviously not going to play many games for the first team at the minute where they're at. So we'll try to get them loans, but we just thought it was important to give people a rest. Obviously, we've harped on about Lee and Taz being back in the last few weeks, and there's no point in dragging them in to warm up and sit on the bench. So for people that maybe need it and just have come back recently from injury and played a lot of minutes, it was nice to be able to give them the chance to maybe have a down day. So it just means them young lads get a chance to come and sit on the bench. Unfortunately, the game didn't allow to maybe bring them on because it was tight. But it's still a great experience for them boys.
So Ben Winsburn got another start. He looked a real threat and obviously nearly got a really good goal. Is that food for thought in sort of league selection, getting him involved a bit more?
I thought he was okay first half. Struggled a little bit in terms of the positions he was picking up in that 10 position. But when he came under the ball second half, I thought he was much better. I thought he had a really good second half. Obviously, he got the assist for the goal with a great pass, and definitely a player that prefers to come onto the game. But I thought he looked really good. So it's tough for Ben because when he come in, obviously we chucked him straight in. It can be tough if your first loan and your first taste of League Two football came quite quick about really maybe understanding how we play and what we do. So he's a good player. Obviously, you don't play in the Premier League if you're not. He's athletic. Everything that we would look for in a player, he is. So we think he's going to do great for us. And as I said, we'll try to get him into the team as we go. And thought he'd done really well second half.
Accrington Stanley are tomorrow's visitors. What are you expecting from John Doolan's side tomorrow?
Hard working, really hard working. They've watched obviously a lot of the games as we always do, and they've played some tough teams, but really had some good performances against them. So they're up and at you. They're aggressive. They're athletic. They want to run. They want to be physical. They want to make contact. So very similar to a lot of League Two sides in terms of that respect. But they're really game. They're really at it. There'll be no easy game against Accrington, and we don't expect one tomorrow.
They've obviously not had the easiest start in terms of results, but they've won 2 out of the last 3, one of them being away at MK Dons. Do you think they'll have that momentum behind them going into tomorrow, that they want to get another win on the road?
I think so. I think they're brilliant away at MK. They're for good value for the win. It weren't a case of a snatch and grab. They deserve to win. I thought they were unlucky at home to Grimsby. They were unlucky against Walsall. So as I said, they've played some good teams, and they've been in the games and probably been a little bit unfortunate to not pick up more points than that. But as you said, they've picked up a good bit of form recently. And listen, it's the old cliche. We've said it every week, but there's no easy game in this division. No matter where league table is, we're only 10 games in. We know how tough it's going to be, and as I said, they'll be aggressive and athletic and up and at us.
They've got a couple of forward players, Charlie Catton and Isaac Sinclair, on a couple of goals. Are they some of the individuals that you've highlighted ahead of tomorrow?
They've got a few, to be fair. They've got a good bit of depth in their front line. They chop and change their strikers, and all of them pose a different threat. So we've got to be aware of that. Heath on the left wing back. He's an exciting young player. Coming out of Everton, so he just looks a bright spark for them on the break. He's got loads of ability, so we'll have to be wary of that. But they've got loads of players. Keneally's been there a long time, reliable as a day is long in their combat of midfield, and they're a good side. They're well organised. As I said, they're aggressive. They're athletic. It'll be another really tough game. There's every single game this season, any point or any 3 points, or every game's been a scrap, and you've got to work and earn them. So it'll be no different tomorrow.
And we're looking for back-to-back wins at home after the positive win against Grimsby. So how much will you need the fans tomorrow?
Yeah, massive. Listen, we're coming off the back of a good result against Oldham. It's a tough place to go. We spoke with that going into Tuesday, but we're on a good little run at the minute, and we want to keep that going. Obviously, the fans definitely help us with that. So we'll look to get a positive performance for them, and the more that come down, the better chance it gives us.
Thank you for your time and good luck tomorrow.
Cheers, thank you.